a very big difference between exam oriented and life oriented education here in Africa and in the world at large. Across Africa, success in our education system has been measured through three things: one, grades; tests, scores, and certificates. The whole system, when you look at it, rewards one thing: memory, rather than understanding of the learners. Students are trained to just pass exams rather than solving life problems. As a result, we have produced parrots, parrots who are very, very good at recalling information. But when you give them something to implement, they'll struggle. They'll struggle to apply the information they have learned into real world challenges. It's more or less of when you know somebody who understands cooking, he knows the recipe of the meal that he wants to cook. He knows what ingredients to put, how much salt to put, how much other ingredients to put, how much fire. He knows every ingredient. But this person cannot feed themselves and cannot feed anyone. It's theoretical, but not applicable. When you give them the things, they can hardly, hardly prepare anything. And this is what we are producing today. We are producing learners that have information but don't have the applicability. And this has made the African education system to become more or less of a performance rather than a preparation for life. Think about it. We have seen statistically that around 10% of students in secondary school and university feel that they have the practical knowledge of the information they have been taught. And this keeps around the 80% just have the information but do not know how to apply it. And these are the graduates we are producing out of our systems today. And the question is, are they able to face life challenges? Are they able to contribute to solve problems way back in their families, in their communities, and in their countries where they are? And Africa as a globe? Definitely they can't. They cannot. Why? Because they have a lot of theory and less applicability. I can assure you that when we keep this way, we lose sight of what is, because exams are meant to measure learning. I accept they are meant to measure learning, but when they become the goal, true learning suffers, true understanding disappears, and students start chasing grades instead of growth. They start chasing grades instead of understanding. They start chasing grades instead of having those applicable skills. And this does not only happen to students, it will also affect the teachers, because the teachers will start teaching just to test the students. They'll start teaching to test rather than nurturing curiosity, rather than nurturing creativity, rather than nurturing the applicability of what they are teaching. It's a tragedy. It's a tragedy. And it's until we check it that we're able to produce holistic learners. Because the tragedy in life is that tests or the world does not test you with multiple questions. The world will not test you based on multiple choices, questions. It will test you with challenges. The world will test you with responsibilities. It will test you with uncertainties. But how you are made of, the statue, the knowledge, the understanding, the curiosity is what will make you free. Because our education system, when you understand it, is obsessed with exams. And this has created a generation that knows what to think. It has created a generation that knows what to think, other than creating a generation that knows how. to think. It's from the how that you're able to solve life problems head on. So life requires not answers. It demands questioning, and questioning brings understanding, questioning brings empathy, questioning brings adaptability, questioning brings resilience, which is not taught in our education system. So I want you to sit back and ask yourself, what is the role of teachers? What is the role of parents? What is the role of the government to shift this mentality from exam oriented to life oriented learning? Because it's out of the life oriented learning that we're able to help our children face life problems head on, solving them and living happy and fulfilled thereafter. And I want you to also take a moment and ask yourself, if exams were replaced by real life problems, how would the system be? How would our learners graduate? How would they be able to answer the life question? Don't go away. My name is Gardner. Tomorrow we tackle another important discussion. We will be deconstructing infrastructure versus the digital transformation. How are those working together to produce all-round students, holistic students that are able to solve life problems head-on, but living happy and fulfilled thereafter? My name is Gardner. Adios.